मुंदा संतोख सारम पत चोली ध्यान की करे विभूत खिंथा काल कुआरी काया जुगते डंडा परतीत आई पंथी सगल जमाती मन जीते जग जीत आई पंथी सगल जमाती मन जीते जग जीत आदेश तिस है आदेश आदेश आद अनिल अनाद अनाहत जुग जुग एको वेस जुग जुग एको वेस. In a previous Ank, Guru Nanak Dev Ji has said that he forever remains in the Rajai or the will of God. But how can we remain in the will of God? In this Ank, Guruji explains. He addresses the yogis or people who renounce their homes in search of spiritual enlightenment. Guruji says there is no need to renounce the home. Live a householder's lifestyle, but practice spiritual discipline. Munda Santokh Saram Pat Jholi. Guruji says, if you are going to wear mundra or earrings that yogis during Guru Nanak Dev Ji's time wore, let them be of Santokh or contentment. There is no need to wear physical mundra or physical earrings to show that you are a yogi. Practice Santokh or contentment, and these will be your mundra. Saram Pat Jholi. Yogis, to beg from the householders, they put out their jholi or their cloth, and they asked the householders to put some money, to put some food and provisions in their jholi so they could survive. Guruji says, do not beg from anyone. Let saram and pat, or living a life of honor, be your jholi. Through Gurbani, we learn that we are to live a life of honor and earn our living honestly. Our path is not to beg from others. Guruji says, Kaal khaye, kich hathon de. Guruji says, earn your living, and from this earning, kich hathon de. Give some to charity. Nanak Ra pachhane se. Guruji says, recognize this as the true path, living an honorable life and not begging from others. So Guruji tells the yogis, let your choli be that of living an honorable life. Dhyan ki karen vibhut. Yogis also rubbed vibhut or ashes upon their body. They did this to show that they had no care for the world. Guruji says, do not rub ashes upon your body. If you are to rub ashes, let them be of dhyan or concentration. Through Gurbani, we learn what this concentration should be. Guru Gobind Singh Ji explains, Gyan Guru Atam Upadeso Naam Vibhut Laga. Guruji says, Accept Gyan or spiritual knowledge as your Guru. Explain to your soul the true way of life, and in this way, Naam Vibhut Lagao. Put the ashes of God's name over your body. In this Ank, Guruji says, Dhyan ki kare Vibhut. Rub the ashes of concentration on God's name over your body. That will show that while living in the householder's lifestyle, you desire to meet God. These are your ashes, concentration on God's name. What else does Guruji say? Khintha kal, kuari kaya, jogate danda pratit. Guruji says, if you are to carry a khintha or a tattered blanket with you, if you want to wrap yourself in a blanket, let that blanket be kal or remembrance of your death. Because through this remembrance, you will not commit any sin. Through Gurbani, we learn that if we keep a broad outlook, or if we keep the remembrance of our death in mind, we will never commit sin. In the Asa Diwar, Guru Nanak Dev Ji explains, Munda mool na kiche, de lammi nadar nihalya. Guruji says we will never plant the seed of bad action if we have a long-term or a broad outlook. And this is the goal of life. All life leads to death, and upon death, we have to answer for our actions. So we should not commit any action for which our soul will have to answer. Khintaka, keep the tattered blanket of your death with you at all times. Kuari kaya. And in this way, keep the body kuari or pure. Do not allow the ears to listen to slander. Do not allow the hands to steal. Keep the body pure. Keep the body kuari. Jogate danda pratit. Yogis also kept a danda or a walking stick with them at all times. They did this so they could measure the depth of water as they crossed the land. Guruji says, if you live in a householder's lifestyle, there is no need for a danda. Let this danda be of pratit or complete faith. Through Gurbani, we learn the importance of faith. Jaan ke man gur ki pratit, tis jan aave har prabh jeet. Guruji says, whoever has complete faith in the Guru, whoever has complete pratit in the Guru, only that person comes to remember God. This is the importance of pratit. Guruji says, Ai panthi sagal jamati. In this way, come on the panth or the path, sagal jamati, and recognize everyone as your spiritual equal. Yogis considered householders and society to be inferior from themselves because they thought that society was caught up in worldly affairs and was far away from God. But Guruji says, do not recognize anyone as inferior. Sagal Jamati. Come on the path and recognize everyone as your equal. And in this way, Mane Jeeta, Japji. Conquer your own mind, and in this way, conquer the world. Through Gurbani, we learn the importance of conquering the mind. Fahe kaate, mite gavan, fateh paye, mane jeet. Guruji says, cut the noose of death, erase all sin. This will happen only when fateh paye, mane jeet, when victory is won over the mind. Nanak, gurte thit pai. Stillness of the mind is attained through the Guru. Firan mite nit neet. And all wandering in search of spiritual enlightenment ceases when we conquer our own mind. In order to gain followers, yogis try to impress others with their displays of spiritual power. But Guruji says there's no need to impress others. Simply conquer your own mind, and in this way, you will have conquered the world. Ades, tisa ades. Guruji says if you are going to do ades, or if you are to salute someone, tisa ades. Only salute God, who is Ad Anil, Anad Anahat, Jog Jog Eko Ves. Ad, from the beginning, God is true. Anil, God is the pure light. Anad, God has no beginning. Anahat, God has no end. Jog Jog Eko Ves. And from the beginning and throughout the ages, God has had one vase or one discipline. Through Gurbani, we learn what this discipline is. Ad Jugad, Ves Har Eko, Mat Gurmat, Har Prab Bhaje. From the beginning and throughout the ages, God has had one discipline. Mat Gurmat, Har Prab Bhaje. Worship God through the Guru's teachings, and this is how we can attain oneness with God. Through this Ank, Guruji explains what Gurmat is, and Guruji gives us the tools so that in a householder's life we can practice spiritual discipline and thus conquer the mind. Man jeeta, jag jeet. And when we have conquered the mind, we have conquered the world. Let's sing the next Ank together.